a panel of NBA experts named the 50 greatest players in league history. Here they are, starting with the backcourt and the greatest guards of all time. Throughout NBA history, guards have always had their own unique style and flair. But one of the position's fundamental skills is playmaking, and few have done it any better than John Stockton.
I look at a pure point guard as the guy who does what his team needs.
He did it! He did it! John Stockton, a new NBA assist king!
A generation earlier, a brilliant point guard named Lenny Wilkins followed the same philosophy. He was like a coach on the court and went on to become the league's winningest coach ever. Another great floor leader was Nate Tiny Archibald. Always a step ahead of his opponents, he's the only player to lead the league in scoring and assists in the same season.
When it was over, it was like a dream. People say, well, nobody ever did that before, and I don't know if anybody will ever do that again.
The shooting of Bill Sharman helped launch the Celtic dynasty. Back in the 50s, he was known for having the quickest shot and the quickest feet in the league. Sam Jones was another shooting star for the Celtics. The master of the bank shot, he played a key role on 10 of Boston's championship teams. But in 1967, they were dethroned by Hal Greer and the 76ers. Greer, a 10-time All-Star, helped his team become one of the greatest in league history. 1 year later, the Pistons' Dave Bing became the first guard in 20 years to lead the league in scoring. One of the most devastating scorers ever to play guard was George Gervin. He combined a silky smooth jumper with his patented move, the finger roll.
That's what I'm known for, the finger roll. It's kind of nice to have your own shot named after you.
Finger roll, puts it up and in. No one does it better than George Gervin.
While Gervin was known as the Iceman, no one was cooler than Walt Clyde Frazier. He helped lead the Knicks to 2 NBA titles with his clutch shooting and stellar defense.
West across the midcourt, unleashes the Frazier, dives ahead of the field, down the lane, layup is good.
In 1983, another Clyde named Drexler glided onto the scene and became one of the first guards to go soaring above the rim.
Drexler, he's open, he slides! What a show by the Clyde!
One guard who always put on a great show was Earl the Pearl Monroe. He eluded opponents and electrified fans with his whirling shake-and-bake moves.
One of the things I learned early was how to play to the crowd. And it was very important to me because, it just made my juices flow.
But the NBA's original showman was Bob Cousy. He revolutionized the game with slick ball handling and creative playmaking and ran the Celtic fast break to perfection. Maybe the ultimate crowd pleaser was Pistol Pete Maravich. The man with the fancy passes and the floppy socks was just unbelievable.
Best showman of all time. Ooh. I'll probably have to say Pistol Pete.
At 6'1", Isaiah Thomas has been called the game's greatest little man, and he always came up big in the biggest of games, leading the Pistons to 2 straight championships.
I was very creative with the basketball, which enabled me to basically be able to go anywhere on the court that I wanted to go, regardless of people's height.
But Oscar Robertson was the first true big guard. He used his size and versatility to dominate the court and became the only player to average a triple-double for an entire season.
And I didn't really go about to set goals like that, but I was just playing basketball, trying to help my team win.
Shooting his deadly jump shot, Jerry West averaged 27 points during his career, and the man known as Mr. Clutch always delivered.
There's always one guy late in the ball game that seems to end up with a basketball. I was not afraid. That's when I think I had the ability to concentrate best.
2 seconds, 1 second. West throws it up. He makes it. Jerry West made it from the other side of the midcourt stripe.
In the 80s, a new Laker star took the league by storm, Irvin Magic Johnson. The orchestrator of Showtime, he led L.A. to 5 NBA titles.
I just go out and try to play to win. And if that's magic, I guess that's what I am.
No guard has soared to more spectacular heights than Michael Jordan. Unstoppable on offense and relentless on defense.
I'm a very competitive person.
Into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it!
Hate to lose. I compete at practically everything, and competition is everything to me.